Yes, good morning, students. Welcome back to the mathematics class. So, we are discussing the triangles chapter. So, in that, we learned, okay, Thales theorem and the problems related to Thales theorem. Then, criteria for similar triangles, AA similarity criteria. Then, SCSS similarity criteria. Then, SAS similarity criteria. And we learned AA similarity criterion theorem also. And we worked out the problems related to the three similarity criteria. Then after that we learned that areas of similarity triangles theorem. Then we finished the problems part related to that theorem. Okay, so then today we are going to discuss the theorem, that is Pythagoras theorem. You all know the definition of Pythagoras theorem. So from the lower classes we are using that Pythagoras theorem. So we all know the statement of Pythagoras theorem that, yes, we'll ask with the students only. Now, you all know the Pythagoras theorem definition. Yeah, Brahati? Brahati? Yes, Brahati, define Pythagoras theorem fast. Define Pythagoras theorem. Hello, Brahati. Pythagoras theorem fast. Karthik. Karthik Gowda. Yes, we'll ask for Kavya. Kavya.
Mataji.
Yes. Can you define Pythagoras theorem?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, define it fast.
In a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides.
Yeah, very nice. And we have the definition on the board also. So in any right angled triangle, the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. This is the definition for the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, thank you, Kavya. So today we are going to discuss the proof, how it is true actually. Always we are taking that in a right angled triangle, square on the hypotenuse which is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. So today we are going to prove this theorem, that is Pythagoras theorem. See here on the board. So definition is there. In a right angled triangle, the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares on the other two sides. So we all know this is ABC right angled triangle. Here right angled at B. In this right angled triangle, so the side opposite to 90 degree. See here the side opposite to 90 degree. Which side? AC side. This AC side is called as hypotenuse. And this AB and the BC are the other two sides. According to the definition, AB hypotenuse side, that is AC square, which is equal to sum of the squares of the sums of the other two sides, that is AB square plus BC square. So this is our to prove part. Okay. So this is the statement of the Pythagoras theorem. So we'll discuss the theorem now. So this is the statement. After the statement, diagram is like this. ABC is a right angled triangle, right angled at B. Okay. So first step, we'll see the data. Okay. From the given statement, what we can write actually, data is very clear. In a triangle ABC, angle B which is equal to 90 degree. Actually, this is the given data now. In a triangle ABC, angle B which is equal to 90 degree. This is the data. Okay, so after the data, which step? Next step. To prove. What we have to prove here? Very simple. You all know these steps. What we have to prove here? Square on the hypotenuse. Square on the hypotenuse, that is AC square, which is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides, that is AB square plus BC square. So this is the to prove part. Data is clear. In a triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degree. To prove part is AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. See, you just observe, this is the triangle, right angle triangle. So for this triangle, we have to do some modification. That modification is called as the construction part. Here we need the construction. Okay, what is that construction part? Yeah, so here the construction is, so we have to draw BD line that is perpendicular to AC. So construction is like this. Draw BD line perpendicular to, in the sense here 90 degree line we have to draw, that is BD line is perpendicular to, so AC line. Draw, construction is draw BD perpendicular to AC. Draw BD perpendicular to AC. This BD line perpendicular to AC line we have to draw, that is the construction actually. So this is about the data to prove construction. Is that clear, students, up to this? Yes, we'll go to the proof part now. So now the proof part, so it is divided into two sections, that is one side is statement, so another side we'll write as reason. Okay, one side statement and another side reason. So we all know. So up to this is everything is clear now. We all know the similarity of triangle. So now we are going to use the similarity of triangle. In the first part, what we have to do is, we have to compare this triangle ABC and triangle ABD. Are you observing this triangle ABD and triangle BDC? First and second anta name martini. Okay. Now, in the first step, we have to compare this ABC triangle with ABD triangle. There we'll get one result. Then, in the second step, we have to compare the same triangle ABC with the triangle BDC. That is second result. Then, we have to take that first and second result to obtain, to prove, that is AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So we'll start with the first procedure now. In compare triangle ABC and triangle ABD. Okay, compare triangle ABC and triangle ABD or ADB. ADB will write. Okay, ADB. Triangle ABC and triangle ADB we are going to compare. So compare. So we have to show the similarity. So we have to prove the two triangles are similar. Can we prove the similarity of these two triangles? Now compare. In the triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree. In the triangle ADB, here angle ADB is 90 degree. So same angles, no? In triangle ABC, angle ABC which is equal to, in a triangle ADB, that is angle ADB, both are equal to 90 degree. Reason is construction. Reason is construction. Okay, reason is construction. So let us do one thing. Let us separate the diagram. I'll take the diagram here. Afterwards we'll rub. Is it clear now, students? Board is clear now? Yeah. A, B, C. We are going to compare this triangle ABC with ADB triangle, no? That is A, D, B. Right now, students? Correct ಇದೆಯಾ ನಾನು ತಗೊಂಡಿರೋ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಎರಡನ್ನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಚಿತ್ರದಿಂದ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಚಿತ್ರವನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ABC ಅನ್ನ ADB ಜೊತೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಇದು angle B 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ angle D 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, A ಕಾಮನ್ angle, C ಮತ್ತೆ B ಈ ಕಡೆ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, is that clear? Now it is very easy to compare the two triangle. We are comparing triangle ABC and triangle ADB. Here you have the picture. You can use this picture for the comparison. First step, angle ABC which is equal to angle ADB 90 degree. Now, which is the second one? Yes, from the figure you can observe that angle A is common in both the triangles. That is angle BAC which is equal to angle DAB with common. Okay, so common angle, that is the data. So can we take it as a data or common angle? Yes, we'll take common angle. Okay, angle is common. Okay, so two results, AA criteria. Can we say that congruence, sorry, similarity, not congruent. This is a similar triangle. Therefore, triangle ABC similar to triangle ADB according to AA similarity criteria. AA similarity criteria. Okay, so we got the result that triangle ABC similar to triangle ADB. When the two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides are in proportion. Okay, now we have to take that corresponding sides are in proportion. So now it is very easy to take the corresponding sides. So ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದೇ ಚಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೇಗಿದು corresponding sides ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. But now you take these two triangles. These two triangles are similar. Okay. So now we can easily write the corresponding sides are in proportion. That is AB divided by AD. So AB which is divided by AD which is equal to BC divided by DB. BC divided by DB. That is equal to AC divided by AB. AC divided by AB. Got the idea, no? This AB divided by this AD, this BC divided by this DB, then AC divided by AB. So what is the reason for this? Corresponding sides of similar triangles. Corresponding sides of similar triangles. So you are listening with a proper notebook now. So whatever we are writing, so you write. Okay, so afterwards I'll send the notes, then you can copy to the fair notebook. But whatever we are taking, the board is small, so at a time we have to write everything on the board. It is not possible. That's why I want to rub for the second part. Okay, so you have to write, you have to maintain one notebook, rough notebook. Okay, so here you got AB divided by AD which is equal to BC divided by DB, that is equal to AC divided by AB. Now I am going to use this proportion. Okay, these corresponding sides ratio. But I need only two pair of corresponding sides. Which one? So I am going to neglect this one. Okay, I don't want this BC divided by DB. This BC divided by DB ನನಗೆ ಬೇಡ. So ನಾನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು AB by AD which is equal to AC by AB. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ನಾನು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರೂಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ AB ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಈ ಸೈಡ್ ಕವರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, BC ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಕವರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನನ್ನ AC ಸೈಡ್ ಕವರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಂಗೆ ಈ BC ಮತ್ತೆ DB ನನಗೆ ಬೇಡ. Okay, that's why I'm comparing only these two ratios. Okay, I'm neglecting this one. So I'll take this AB by AD which is equal to AC by AB. Okay, so AB by AD which is equal to AC by AB. Now cross multiplication. AB into AB, that is AB square, which is equal to AD into AC, that is AD into AC. Call this equation as equation number 1. First step is over. Okay, so first step is over. So what is the first step? Take the two triangles, that is ABC and ADB in the diagram. Compare the two triangles. In that ABC and ADB both are 90 degree according to construction. Then BAC which is equal to DAB angle is common. So according to AA criteria, similarity criteria, this triangle is similar to this triangle. So when the two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides are in proportion. According to that, AB by AD is equal to BC by DB which is equal to AC by AB. So just neglect this BC by DB. Only take this AB by AD which is equal to AC by AB. Then cross multiply AB into AB, AB square which is equal to AD into AC. This is the step 1. Call this equation as equation number 1. Just record this in one notebook. Okay, na beku nimgidu, because I am going to rub this. Is it clear, students? So keep this data with you. AB square is equal to AD into AC. This is the equation 1. So next step 2, we are going to compare this again ABC triangle with the BDC triangle. Same to same steps we have to follow. Whatever we followed in the first step, no, again same procedures we have to follow for the second step. Can I rub the board? Yes. First part is over. Now, let's first part only we have to continue the second part. Now, which two triangles we have to take? In compare triangle ABC and triangle BDC. Compare triangle ABC and triangle BDC. For this also, I'll take the diagram. So, triangle ABC here 90 degree. Then one more triangle, that is, so which angle is 90 degree here? BDC. See here, 90 degree, 90 degree. One angle is common, that is angle C is common. You have to note that one. So, illi C baro hagilla. Okay, BDC, because C is your corresponding angles 90, 90. Angle C common. Clear now? So, two triangles, that is triangle ABC and triangle BDC. Again, same procedure we have to follow. Compare triangle ABC and triangle BDC. In that, angle ABC is equal to angle BDC. Angle ABC, which is equal to angle BDC, both are 90 degree according to construction. The reason is construction. Okay. So, first step is construction. Now, you can observe in this diagram that angle C, okay, in triangle ABC, angle C, and in triangle BDC, angle C, both are common angle. Angle ACB, which is equal to angle BCD. Angle ACB, which is equal to angle BCD. That is common angle. Okay, common angle. Is that clear? So next, therefore, triangle ABC. Triangle ABC similar to triangle BDC according to AA criteria. Okay, AA similarity criteria. Two triangles are said to be similar. No? Now again, take the ratio, that is corresponding sides of similar triangles are in proportion. No? So in the same way, proportion ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ easy ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. AB divided by BD, next is equal to BC divided by DC, that is equal to AC divided by BC. So you can neglect here also. BC and DC ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಬಹುದು, but take the ratio as it is. That is, first write the ratio AB by BD, which is equal to BC by DC, that is equal to AC by BC. Okay, AC by BC. Which part we are going to neglect here? Which part we have to neglect here? So, ಯಾವ part ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಡ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನೀವು ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So, AB by AD, which is equal to BC by DC, that is equal to AC by BC. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಯಾವ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? BC by DC ಅನ್ನ ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. If you neglect BC by DC, how you will get square? If you compare AB by BD and AC by BC, so we are not getting any square now. So in this part, we have to neglect this AB by BD. So we have to neglect this AB by BD. Then here you just observe this ABC into BC, BC square, AC into DC, AC into DC. Okay. So here I am going to neglect. So you got the first result now. Same numerator and denominator in the second fraction. So that type we need actually for the proof. So here I am going to neglect this AB by BD. Okay, this one I am going to neglect because in the first part I got the square of this one. Okay, so now compare BC by DC, which is equal to AC by BC. Now cross multiplication, BC into BC, BC square, which is equal to AC into DC, which is equal to AC into DC. Okay, so ನೀವು ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕನ್ನ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಅದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ ಒಂದು ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಂದು ರೇಷಿಯೋನ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್. ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೂಫಿಗೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ನಾವ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಸ್ equation 2. So this is equation 2. Equation 1 and equation 2 you got. Okay, so now first step and second step is over. Now what we have to do is we have to take the first equation and second equation. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು? ಎಸ್, ನನ್ಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಸೇಜಸ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. adding equation 1 and 2. Yeah, we have to add. If we add the equation 1 and 2, we can reach this proof. Okay, so can I rub the board, students? So just keep this equation 2 with you. I'll ask now. Okay, equation 2 is BC square is equal to AC into DC. So now I'll erase this one. Adding equation 1 and 2. Now the last step of the theorem is adding equation 1 and 2. We get adding equation 1 and 2 we get. So what is the equation 1? Can you tell me, Akshay?
AB square equal to AD into AC.
Okay, I'll write here AB square is equal to
AD into AC.
AD into AC, first equation. Second equation is BC square is equal to
AC into DC.
AC into DC. This is equation 1, this is equation 2, right? No, so we have to add these equations. Okay, this one I'm writing for my reference. Okay, now I have to add the equation 1 and 2. So equation 1, how to add equations you all know. LHS plus LHS, RHS plus RHS. Now in the LHS part what we have? AB square plus BC square, which is equal to, in the RHS part what we have? AD into AC plus AC into DC. Got the idea how to add the equation? Equation 1 and 2 adding AB square plus BC square is equal to AD into AC plus AC into DC. After adding the equation, we'll get this condition. Now AB square BC square, AB square BC square. One side of the proof part is over. That is AB square plus BC square is over. Now maintain this as it is, AB square plus BC square. Now what you are observing here? AD into AC plus AC into DC. What we can do in this step? ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Yes, taking AC common. AC ಈ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ, ಈ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇದೆ. I'm going to take AC outside. What is inside? ಈ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ AD, then plus sign, ಈ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ DC. Got the idea? We are going to take AC as a common. Okay, AC take common. Next step, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC into AD plus DC. Where we have to add AD plus DC in the diagram. Every year we are telling no, AD plus DC, AD plus DC. What is the answer? AD plus DC. Just see that picture. AD plus DC, which is equal to AC. Okay, AD plus DC, which is equal to AC. Now, AB square plus BC square, which is equal to AC into AC is AC square. Okay, AC into AC, AC square. So we got the proof, no? AC is a hypotenuse in triangle ABC. So that is AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Hence proved. We got the result. In any right angled triangle, the square on the hypotenuse, which is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. This is the proof of Pythagoras theorem. Very simple, no? So yes, Pannaga AC square, right answer. But the theorem is very simple theorem, no? Very simple theorem. First statement everyone know. Next diagram, data, To prove construction, okay, that is BD perpendicular to AC, only two steps we have to follow. That is, which is the first one? We have to compare this big triangle ABC with this small triangle ADB. Okay, there you will get one result after the comparison of the two triangles ratio. Then call this equation as equation number 1. Then in the second step, again take the same triangle ABC and compare with the triangle BDC. Then you will get the second equation. Then adding equation 1 and 2, you will get the result. Okay, no need to by heart the theorem also. If you know the topic in mind or directly in the examination hall, you can solve the theorem. You can write the theorem. Okay, no need to by heart ABC, ADC. So itara by heart hodi avashyakate irodilla. Just keep it in the mind steps. Compare ABC and this triangle. Then second one, ABC and this triangle. Whatever you are getting in the step 1, step 2 equation, that equations you have to add. Is that clear, students? So this is about the Pythagoras theorem. Yeah. So we have got the clear picture of the Pythagoras theorem. Now, how to use the Pythagoras theorem? So how to solve the problems? Very simple. I am going to give one problem. You have to give the solution because you all know the problem. Okay. So take the problem. Okay. In a right angle triangle ABC, angle B 90 degree. I will draw the diagram. In a right angle triangle ABC, angle B 90 degree. Okay, angle B 90 degree. ABC triangle, right angle triangle, angle B 90 degree. ABC right angle triangle, angle B 90 degree. AC 17 centimeter. Okay, AC 17 centimeter. Then AB 8 centimeter. AB 8 centimeter. We have to work out BC. You all know, correct? No? So using Pythagoras theorem, we can easily work out this one. That is, according to Pythagoras theorem, you have to write that one. Okay, according to Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Now, AC is given, that is 17 whole square, which is equal to AB is 8 square, that is equal to BC square, unknown. BC square is unknown. Now, what is the value of the 17 square? Yes, 17 into 17, G1.
289.
G1?
हाँ माताजी.
17 square value.
289.
Very good. 289, which is equal to 8 square.
64.
Okay, which is plus BC square. Now take this 64 to this side. 289 minus 64 is equal to BC square. Therefore, BC square is equal to 289 minus 64. What is the answer? 289, okay, 225. So 225, BC square is equal to 225. Therefore, BC is equal to square root of 225. That is, what is the square root of 225? Yes, Vaishnavi ji, 15 centimeter. Got the idea of this type of problem? No, already you are having the idea of this type of problems. Okay, so in your textbook actually, you have the example problems that you have to work out today. First, you write the theorem. Okay, yes, 15 answer is right. After the theorem, yes, you have to work out example 10. Okay, example 11, example 12, example 13, example 14. Yeah, total example 14. So that we'll discuss in the next class, okay? We will discuss all the example problems, don't worry. You just glance the problem today. So some problems are very simple problems. Okay, without the help of teacher, you can work out some problems. See next, before going to start this exercise and example problem, after the Pythagoras theorem, so converse of Pythagoras statement we'll discuss. Actually, in the last year syllabus, converse of Pythagoras theorem is actually included in the examination point of view. Okay, so but this year for this syllabus, okay, they have excluded that converse of Pythagoras theorem. So ಈ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೈಥಾಗೋರಸ್ ಥಿಯರಮ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ we have to know the statement of that one. No, can anyone tell me the converse of Pythagoras theorem? Can anyone define converse of Pythagoras theorem? Raise your hand. Who is ready to define converse of Pythagoras theorem? Converse of Thales theorem is for exam? No, I told no. Converse of Thales theorem, this is not for the sake of examination, only Thales theorem. Now, same type, converse of Pythagoras theorem, knowledge purpose we have to know, but not for the examination. Converse of Pythagoras theorem definition, who is ready to give the answer? Pratham Bhatt, raise the hand. Wow, very nice. Many students are there. Pratham Bhatt.
Yes, ma'am.
Pratham. It is Pratham.
Hello, Mataji.
Yes, I'm listening, Pratham.
The square of hypotenuse is equal to square of other two sides. Then the triangle is right angled.
Yeah, but you cannot use the hypotenuse word in the beginning because you don't know it is a right angle triangle. Correct? ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾವುದು. ಇನ್ ಎನಿ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್, if square of one side is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, then we can say that this triangle is a right angled triangle. This is the definition for the converse of Pythagoras theorem. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಹೈಪೋಟೆನಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಹೈಪೋಟೆನಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಅ ರೈಟ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ರೈಟ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ 90 degree is called as hypotenuse. But in the converse of Pythagoras theorem, actually that is the proof. Actually ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇದು ರೈಟ್ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇನ್ ಎನಿ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್, square of any one side which is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, then triangle is right angled triangle. Is that clear, students? This is the converse of Pythagoras theorem definition. Okay, the theorem is not for the sake of the examination. This is excluded for this year, but ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇದಿತ್ತು, ಈ ಥಿಯರಮ್ ನಾವು ಕಲಿಸಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಕೇಳೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಇತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಅದನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ we have finished the last theorem of this chapter. Okay, so theorem part is over. Now the remaining is big exercise. We have to discuss big exercises with you, but today I'm going to give homework, simple questions homework. Okay, so example problems tomorrow we'll discuss. Many examples are little bit different type of examples are there, so tomorrow we'll discuss the example problems. So homework is, first question you can work out. Just open your textbook. If you are having textbook with you now, open that fifth exercise 2.5. First main you can work out. Okay, first main is homework. Finish that first main. Okay, sides of triangles are given below. Determine which of them are right angle triangles. Right triangles. In case of a right triangle, write the length of its hypotenuse. Okay, if it forms a right angle triangle, then you have to write the measurement of the hypotenuse. You all know, to balance the right angle triangle condition, so Pythagoras theorem must be satisfied. That is, square on the hypotenuse which is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. You have to verify that one. First problem is 7 centimeter, 24 centimeter, 25 centimeter. Always you have to take that longest side as the hypotenuse. So it must be balanced, that 25 square which is equal to 7 square plus 24. If it balance LHS is equal to RHS, then we can say that 7 centimeter, 24 centimeter, 25 centimeter, it's a measurement of right angle triangle. Otherwise, it is not a measurement of right angle triangle. First main is homework for you, and try to work out the example problems, because for the example problems, solution is given in your textbook only. Just glance that solution whether you are going to understand the given solution or not. So if you are facing any problem with example problems today, tomorrow we'll discuss, and tomorrow we can discuss the exercise problem, few exercise problem, because we need 2 or 3 periods to complete this one, because total 17 problems are there in the exercise part. All the problems at least once we have to discuss now. Try to work out the exercise problem, okay, today, if you are having time. Yeah, if you are having time, so then you can work out the exercise part. So anyhow, test is postponed. No, many students are very happy. Yeah, okay. So don't go anywhere. This is the end of the Pythagoras theorem class.